everyone, it's Lisa, and today is Wednesday, hump day, and my kids actually have half a day of school today, so I don't have long this morning. I've got a few things to do, but I wanted to make a video today. I had several different things I wanted to do, but I was thinking, first of all, I was thinking, well, gosh, it's getting a little bit cooler, but it's, I think, high 80 or 81 today, and it's got that little bit of crispness in the air. I love it. And one of my favorite things to wear is like a faux fur vest, sleeveless. So I was thinking, I want to wear that today. And then that led to me thinking about several of you have asked me about underarms. And it's kind of a weird subject and it's one of those things you never think about until you have an issue with your underarms, like razor burn or I did a video a couple years ago, and I think it was a couple years ago. You know, to me, it feels like a couple months ago, but I think it was probably a couple years ago on my issues that I have had with my underarms. And ever since I went to the dermatologist, I mean, I went to my, first I went to my major medical or general doctor. And then I can remember I had taken the kids to the doctor. I think Will was a baby because this happened right after I had Will. I remember asking the pediatrician, and I did what they said, and some things that they told me to do actually made it worse until I went to my dermatologist, and she just knew exactly what it was immediately, told me the simplest solution, and I've never had a problem since. So I'm going to tell you, first I'll tell you what happened. I have never had problems with sweating, or I'm not a real hairy person. I've never had any razor bump issues or anything. And so, you know, I had Brooke 3.5 years later, and it seems like I do maybe remember after having Brooke, maybe starting to sweat a little bit more. And I think that's when I started I'd always use Dry Idea because my parents use that. So I'd always use that, the roll on. And then I think I remember after Brooke starting to use the Secret prescription strength. It's probably when that first came out. And so, but after I had Will, you know, I breastfed for a little bit and then it was game on. I was ready to lose that baby weight. And we had just gotten our elliptical and our treadmill, and we actually had them up here in the room over the garage because at that time it was Brooke's playroom, and it was perfect for me to come up here with her, watch TV, do my you know, exercise, and she would be up here with me. Except for, oh, it used to freak me out whenever she got near that treadmill. You know, a lot of kids get hurt on those treadmills. So I would be on the treadmill, and if she would even come towards me, I'd have to stop it, you know. But anyway, so, but we just got that elliptical, and man, I was just working out like crazy. It felt so good. The weight was just dropping off. And all of a sudden, my underarms just went haywire. And I started getting, here, I'll take this off for a minute. I started getting a really bad rash, like just all up under my arms. And I mean, the worst rash I have ever had. And the only thing I can even relate it to is, I don't know if any of you that have had babies have ever had that bad diaper rash, that yeast rash that is like terrible. I mean, it's so hard to get rid of. And it was just, I mean, I hate to be gross, but it was just like that big red, bumpy, crazy looking rash. And it itched like nothing I have ever had. Nothing I've ever had has itched like that rash did. So when I went to the doctor, I think both doctors ended up prescribing two types of like prednisone creams. And they just said it was, you know, some type of dermatitis or whatever. And what would happen is I would put that cream on there and it would go away, but then it would come back like with a vengeance. I mean, it would just come back almost immediately. And so, I mean, it just went on. I tried, you know, I thought maybe I was allergic to my deodorant. I thought maybe I was allergic to my, matter of fact, I think that's what the doctor said, is I was either allergic to my deodorant or my fabric detergent or softener or something. So we went to all that free and clear. And then I think the pediatrician is the one who gave me samples of a, you know, cream, prednisone cream. It's been years ago, obviously, because Will is 11. So it's been a while. And So this went on for, it felt like forever, but I'm sure it was probably, a couple of months. And it was just torture. I mean, it just itched so bad and it was so ugly. And so finally, I made an appointment and I went to the dermatologist and I showed her. And I mean, within 30 seconds, she said, "Have you been exercising?" And I said, "Yes." And she said, "What have you been doing?" And I told her the treadmill and the elliptical. That's what it was. She said, "What you've done is," and then she said, "How often do you put on deodorant?" And she was asking me different things, do you put it on right when you get out of the shower? Do you moisturize under your arms? And I said, "Well, no, because if I put on lotion underneath my arms, well, then my deodorant won't go on well. And I've got, sweating issues since I had children because it seems like after I had Will, your hormones just go berserk. And I had more sweating issues. So, and I could notice it when I was exercising. So it kind of like all ties in together. So she said, "What's happening is your skin is being dried out by putting the deodorant on it. Then you're never moisturizing that skin. And then when I did that elliptical, that friction on that dry skin was just making it so angry and making it, just flare up like that." Well, and she said, "I'm going to tell you what to get and what to do. And you're not going to believe me, but I promise if you'll do it, it will help." And so she told me to go get the Cetaphil cream, not the lotion, but the cream in that big pot. And she said, "When you get out of the shower, put the cream on the rash." And she said, "Do not put on deodorant until the next morning." And she said, "And then don't put on deodorant every day. Like if you've put on deodorant and say you don't take a shower that night, don't put it on again that next morning. That one deodorant, especially when you're using like a prescription strength or a really good deodorant, you don't need to put it on every day because it's still on there." So I, went immediately to the store and got that and started it. And I mean, that rash went away almost immediately. And I have never had a problem again. I have never had a problem with ingrown hairs. I've never had a problem whatsoever underneath my arms. So today I'm going to show you everything that I do because I kind of go maybe a little bit above and beyond that now, just trying to take care of my underarms because it really does. I mean, your underarms show a lot more than you think. So I thought I would just show you what I do. And I'll start with, let's start with me getting in the shower at night. So the first thing I do when I get in the shower, before I get in the shower, I usually take Bioderma and I wash the majority of my makeup off, just removing my makeup, not really washing my face. Then when I get in the shower, the first thing that I do, I usually, back up to the shower, wet my hair, I turn around. The first thing I do is grab this. I have a big one in the shower and a big one by the sink. And I love this stuff. I know some people say that it dries their skin out, but I mean, Brooke and I both just love it. And so I grab a pretty good amount of that. And the first thing I do is put it in my hands and I wash over my face. And then I take my hands and I wash under my arms. And if I, you can tell when you get the deodorant off. And if I feel like I haven't gotten the deodorant off, I will put more of this on my hands and wash under my arms. So I never really use strong soap underneath my arms. John likes, I think we use Lever 2000, the aloe. And then I also use a Tom Ford. I just got through with my Jo Malone and now I'm using a Tom Ford soap. So those probably wouldn't hurt it, but I've gotten in the habit of never using a real soap underneath my arms. I just use this until I can tell that I have gotten my deodorant off, until it feels clean. Then for my shaving, I just grabbed this because I thought it would be easier for you to see, and my razor's, kind of raggedy looking because I use them until I usually get another one. But we grabbed this the other day at Costco or a couple weeks ago, and Brooke and I both of us use these, and it's just the Venus razor, and I don't necessarily get the Olay. I think the ones I like the best are the lavender ones, but I just grabbed these because it was a good price and we were there and I wanted to go ahead and get some. But they have the little cartridges, and oh, I see this one's got a suction cup. But I don't use any shaving cream or anything like that either. which I don't think those would really dry your underarms out, but I just don't need it because I use these, and I just make sure I change the head so that there's plenty of that, let's see, what do they call it? Let's see, the light lather. No need for shaving cream. It's got Olay skin conditioners to help lock in moisture to your skin for less dryness. So I usually just real quick, shave under my arms after I've already moisturized. And I've heard not to wait too long after you want to wait a little bit after you've gotten in the shower to shave, but don't wait too long because then they say your skin is more likely to get razor burn. You're supposed to just do it kind of like right after you got out of the shower and right after you cleanse your skin. And then I usually go and do my legs and everything else. And so then that's done. And then I have started, I'll turn off the shower and open the door and kind of squeeze out my hair a little bit. And then I'll step out, put my hair, wrap it up, and then I get back in the shower and I use this. And I've told you guys, I believe it was in my favorites. This is the Jergens Wet Skin, and I like the refreshing coconut oil. I've never tried the green tea, but I have tried the Manoi oil, and I really like the coconut. And this one is, I'm on my last little bit of it. So I either moisturize all over with this, and I moisturize up underneath my arms. And if I don't use this, say I'm using the sugar scrub in the shower, the one that I love so much, the one that's on my website, I cannot remember the name of it right now. I cannot remember the name of it. I'm going blank, but I'll put it right here. Also, if I do any kind of scrub in the shower, I do that up underneath my arms. So what I'm saying is I treat under my arms just like I do everywhere else, and even better. I kind of treat it like I do my face skin as far as cleansing, and then I always moisturize. And then, like I do this all over. And then I get out of the shower and, pat dry off, and then I go about my business. And I do not, okay, say if you were a person who you don't want to use any of this, you get out of the shower, you dry off, and you put lotion on, which is something that I would do every once in a while, or I used to do. What I do is I really put lotion underneath my arms, and just like I do all over. And I do not put on deodorant at night. So what I do is I go ahead and go to sleep, and the next morning I wake up, and then that is when I put on my deodorant. And this is what I use, and it's the Donna Karan Cashmere Mist. And the containers always are like smudged up, and goodness gracious, you can't even, I don't know why you can't see that. I guess it's just blinking out. There it goes. The Donna Karan Cashmere Mist. And this stuff lasts forever. I mean, one stick of this lasts months, probably 2 or 3 months. I don't know. And it does smell lightly like cashmere mist, but it goes away. It's never anything that you smell throughout the day. And matter of fact, if I've ever forgotten to put on deodorant, the last time I did, I ran in the grocery store real quick and got one of those little bitty, like travel size Degree or something, and I smelled that all day. I couldn't stand it. So this isn't like that. It doesn't, the smell goes away, and there is something about this. It's a deodorant antiperspirant. This stuff is amazing. I've read reviews, and a lot of men even it's just wonderful. But I think my underarms were fine before I used that. I was just telling you that's what I use. So then, say like tonight, so I just put that on this morning, and I have noticed, I don't know if you can notice that you can see it just a little bit, but that is because I literally just put it on 20 minutes before I walked up here. What it'll do is it'll kind of absorb into your skin, and then you won't see it. Now, it will leave a white mark on your clothes. It's not invisible. I don't know if any of those are that good or not, but I just pretty much stick with this, and I just try to be careful. It does come out of your clothes, of course. And so what I'll do is tonight, I will, if I take a shower, sometimes I do, sometimes I take a bath. If I take a bath, I'll wash underneath my arms. But say I just go to bed and I decide I'm going to take a shower tomorrow night, and because I usually don't wash my hair but every other night. But anyway, I will not apply anymore. I will not apply any more deodorant until the next time I get out of the shower. and the next day. And I don't stink, I don't sweat, anything. So I don't know if those tips will work for you guys. The main thing I would say is I think you can adjust. This is so cute. I brought my purse up here so I could show you guys what I have been using, and I thought about telling you. But anyway, and Sassy's over there laying with it. It's so cute. But anyway, so I think the main thing is just be kind to your underarm skin. Just realize that it's sensitive and you do need to moisturize it. And I would just try using a milder soap and then use this razor. Is very, very good about, and it might not give you the closest shave, and I do shave every time I take a shower. So, you know, I guess that probably helps too because I never have like a whole bunch of stubble. So, I hope that helped you a little bit, and I'm going to do a quick outfit of the day and then let you go. I have on, this is Sassy Girl. This is Sassy Girl. And this is the bag that I've been carrying. It's my Marc Jacobs bag. And I just want to tell you how much I have been loving this bag. It is, I don't think it's the most special looking bag, or, you know, it's not like a great big eye catcher, but it is just a good, basic, roomy bag that, you know, I think a lot of you would like. So if you are looking for a good, basic, black, nice leather, soft bag, the magnet is really strong. It like clicks together more than I want it to. And it's got good pockets. And there's my little shark's tooth that dressed it up a little bit. And actually, this goes over your arms. So you don't even need to use that strap unless you want to do it crossbody. But anyway, so I've been loving that. I didn't want to interrupt Sassy there. And my top is, I believe it's a Michael Lauren from Oliver. My jeans are the Citizens of Humanity, the high-waisted ones from Oliver. And my boots are from Oliver, but they're from a couple years ago. I got them on major sale, and they're Rebecca Minkoff boots, and I love them. And then this is the vest that I showed you guys from my Saks haul, and it is a Topshop vest that I love. And I love vests with sleeveless. I just think it's so, I don't know, I like it. Ever since I saw Brandy Glanville on Housewives of Beverly Hills, I always love that look. I love it with dresses too. And so this is the look of the day. Okay, and then for accessories, no earrings. I figured with all of this going on, I kind of like to, if I have something like big on, I try to not go with a bunch of other stuff unless I'm in that mood. Sometimes I just feel like piling it on. I don't care how tacky it looks. You know, you just have to be in that mood. But today I put on my Jenny Bird. Oh, I can't remember the name of this. I don't think they sell it anymore. If she does, I'll put the link down below, but it's one of my Jenny Bird statement necklaces. And then I love, this is my Sheila Fajl Natalie collar, and I do still have these on my website, but these are perfect to add with other necklaces, like statement necklaces and stuff. And they're just perfect to add with all kinds of stuff, and they, you know, show so much. And these are real popular now, the collars and stuff. And I've got some fuzz on my lip here. And another thing, let me get this off. There, I got it. It's a black one. So I know it's not Sassy, it's this jacket. Okay, another thing I wanted to mention. So, oh, and then look at this. Look at these two fingernails. I just had my nails done Monday. I had a manicure and a pedicure, and then both of those are chipped off. So I'll have to get those tonight. And there's so many layers. I knew I couldn't take it off real quick. So I've just had issues lately with my nails. So I'll change this tonight. Today I have on a sample of, I'd gotten it in, was it in a magazine or something? Or I think I got it in the mail. It is a sample of the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in 5.5 beige. Now I just sold most of my foundations that I wasn't using, and in that group were some other Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk and some other colors when I was going darker. And so I put this on today, and I just wanted to, so many people asked me about that, and I know it's such a popular foundation. I just wanted to give my quick 2 cents worth. I think it is a beautiful foundation if you don't want a lot of coverage, if you are not oily, and it's a good one to build on. You know how some foundations, if you want to put like bronzer and something else on it, it ends up getting too thick. This one is so light, it's easy to build on, but it's not my favorite. I think for someone like me that wants a good medium coverage, and you want a foundation that kind of dries but not too matte, just a satin, it's more of a luminous finish. So, but I think if you are dry, I think you might really like this. But with that said, I did just order two new foundations. One is the Marc Jacobs Remarkable. I just ordered it in that golden medium, the step up in the still the yellow undertone. I just have to try it just to get out of my system to see if I like it better. And then I ordered the Armani Lasting Silk, the one that is kind of like the Luminous Silk, but it's the one for oily skin. So it'll be interesting to see how that does. And I did a little bit of rush shipping because I wanted to have it for Friday so I could tell you. So that will be interesting. And anything else? Oh, I've got a new eyebrow product too that I can't wait to share with you on Friday. So, and I've gotten a bunch of gifts, and I've had like 3 people send me gift boxes this week of their favorite things. And that's always good because I think we find a lot of good stuff that way when I share that with you. So I will see you, if not before, I'll see you on Friday. And my camera has still not come in. They have not even shipped it. The camera that I chose is like sold out everywhere. So I haven't forgotten about vlogs. I'll start that soon. And so I better get out of here, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.